What made it that today, these past 3 days, that today was a day that you were ready to go a third day in a row?
I don't really think there's like a specific answer for that. I was getting done my workout. Ruben came, we spoke, and after the talk, came to the conclusion that we were able to make it if we were in a safe situation.
And that is different than in San Francisco, based on how you felt, this time in the season?
All the above, yeah. I mean, I think the biggest thing is reading the body. Like I said, health is important. At the time, it's easy to do things like that, but it's more thinking about the longevity of it. Like I said, it's 162 games that we have to play, so if you blow it out too early and you're not available in the late end of the season, then it's no use, right? So it's just reading the body and playing it right.
What's that process like today? Like, at what point do you know, like, all right, I feel like I'm up for this, and my body feels like it's in that spot to go today?
Like I said, it was like catch play, and then we went to go do my workout, got done my workout, and I just felt like I could get it. So, I mean, I like I said, I don't really know the right answer for that question, but it just, my body felt like it was capable of doing it.
Given where we are in the season, and given you guys are trying to kind of close a gap in the standings, does that play into it?
Sure, obviously every game matters that we want to play, right? We want to win every game we can. Every game's important as well. So, it's a big series for us to obviously get a sweep. But the biggest thing is, just got to get wins too. So I think all that kind of factors in. But I think at the end of the day, it felt good enough that I was able to go 3. So I think that's basically all it came down to.
Ladies first. Go ahead.
It's even me, I guess. Can you just take us through the conversation with Ruben, just what that exchange was like?
Oh, he just asked me if I would be able to go for 3, and I spoke to him a little bit about how I felt, and once I kind of finished I was in the middle of my workout. Once I finished my workout, he said I'll be able to go for a save.
That was today, just to be sure.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now compared to just like a normal postman?
I mean, I still run on adrenaline a little bit. I feel fine right now. I think it's never the day of like when it happens. It's more of like the after, like when your body finally settles down and is able to recover. That's when you really feel anything, I'd say. Because right now, I mean, I probably got 50% of my adrenaline still running through my body. So yeah, I mean, I'll let you know tomorrow.
What is the level of satisfaction getting the sweep, kind of knowing what it means to you guys in the standings where you're trying to get to?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to get to where we were last year, right? And that's in the playoffs. And we obviously we struggled early on, but every game, every series matters. And as long as we can continue to chuck away and beat good teams and win series, I think that's the biggest thing. So it's a great momentum build. Take it into the end of this weekend against the Mets, and at least finish this first half on a great note, and then pick it back up when we get back in Philly.
It's been almost a couple years since you had to do this. Is the after the recovery program a lot more intensive than usually?
No, it's the same. I think over the years I've gotten to a pretty good recovery standpoint on what I need to do to be prepared for the next day and get my body to where I need to be. So I wouldn't say like the workload changes the recovery, but I think that's just in general, like recovery is big, like no matter what. So as long as you can take care of your body, hopefully you'll be able to do these kind of things for a long time.
So if it's the same, I mean, you're usually, if you pinch, you're one of the last guys out of here.
Always, yeah. That's why I was happy to see your guys' faces this late.
Sorry.
So Hader was available?
I knew that was going to be the first question, evidently. Yeah, and he knows where we are right now. So, yeah, thank goodness, right?
What can you kind of say about what he's done the last 3 games, how he kind of stepped in that Monday and
look, he's got a sense of where we are as a team. So wanted the ball tonight, save situation, he got it. and pretty efficient too.
You guys have kind of turned some corners and then taken steps back before. Is there any reason to think this one might be different, having swept the series? Maybe.
Well, we kind of in a place where we have to at this point. So it's nice to have an off day too after winning 3. Completely puts the road trip behind us. 3 good games here, 1 in different fashions, and now we get an off day to enjoy it.
How grateful are you to have Tom Cosgrove and just the growth that he's had?
It's been unbelievable, and I would have had a decision to make. Moustakas got on, but he's been so good against righties and lefties too that he's kind of earned this role. And if I have him pitch in the 8th, he's probably going to get a base runner too. And Renfro's a tough guy against really anybody, but left-handed pitching, historically, maybe a little bit even this year, but he's been a godsend for us, especially with Wilson down.
What do you think it is? Because he's just come in and thrown strikes.
Throwing strikes, getting ahead. His slider is tough to track even if you're looking for it. And, Reed swings pretty well. So he knows when guys are sitting on it, uses his fastball just enough. There's a gap between the 2 pitches, but it's a tough breaking ball to track, like I said, even if you're looking for it.
There were some big hits, obviously. Manny, Toddy. There's also some runs scored just by being opportunistic. What'd you think of the back and forth nature and...
Right, and patience. So, we got a combination of pretty much everything tonight. So this is a really good win for us all the way around. Whether it was defense, stole a base, opportunistic, made guys work, made relievers work, added on 7th and 8th, 2 big runs in those innings, which had been a little bit of a problem for us. So... we've won some games here with offense recently. Today it was total team effort.
Would it be fair to say that this is kind of the type of win that maybe you didn't get earlier in the season, given the ball off the bag, run scoring on an error, 1-run game?
Yeah, you feel like you're snake bit sometimes in these close games, and then, ball goes off the bag, and then, Nick's been great for us, and all of a sudden, we have a 1-run lead, and all of a sudden it's tied, and now you have to fight those urges that, these type of games haven't been good for us, and then we score again in the 7th and the 8th.
What was the process of learning that Hader was available? Was it just after he threw today you guys talked?
Yeah. Yep. It was Ruben. Ruben talked to him.
It seems like the general rule when a closer especially goes 3 days in a row, he'll be off for at least 2 days. Can you roll him out for Friday, or
he'll be off tomorrow. But yes, that is typically how we look at things. But again, I went in today thinking potentially not available and he wanted to pitch.